Hi, this is Coach Joyce Lynn. I am coming today with another episode, another segment, and we are going to talk about difference makers, making affirmations that make a difference. How are y'all doing this morning? I pray that you are blessed and that you have got your prayers in, got your studying in of the word and all of that good stuff, right? Today is Monday. It is a new day, a new week, and all of that good stuff. And I know from the look of it, Georgia weather is going to be nice this week, right? But it's going to be raining. And y'all know that's what it does in the springtime. It rains, it rains, it rains. So, and y'all know, right? Technically, we are still in winter. This winter, we have seen every season in winter, literally. Every season in winter. Last week, what it was in its 80s. Now we at the 70s and 60 marks. And it is still what? Wintertime, y'all. So, right? I don't know. Because sometimes our life end up like with life we have so many seasons back to 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 back in our lives, right? So it's just like the weather, a little bipolar. Right, a little bipolar, because things just be going on and going on like the whirlwind. And I don't know, for many that do, maybe you are feeling it. Do y'all feel a shift going on? There's a shift going on in the spirit right now. It is a shift. And like, if y'all are not ready to pivot in this shift that is coming, to prepare yourself to get ready for what the Lord is about to bring to happen in your life for you and through you and for the people around you thing, like, I'm just telling y'all, it feels amazing. It does feel a little confusing too, because you don't know where you're at this time. So today, our topic, we're going to talk about difference makers, making affirmations that make a difference. And I'll tell y'all, affirmations is one of those things, positive affirmations is one of those things that is good for you to have and use daily to help you, because sometimes you get up in the morning, you may not feel like getting out of bed. God bless you, Miss Mary Ann. God bless you. Sometimes when you be getting out of bed, right? Some days you don't feel like getting out of bed. Some days you don't feel like doing anything. Some days your motivation can be down. Some days your encouragement can be down. And how many know, number one, you got to encourage yourself. You got to learn to encourage yourself daily, right? Even regardless of what you may be going through, what you may be doing, you may feel as though the support that you need is not there. Just know God is there with you. And yes, some days we do have to push a little bit harder. And positive affirmations, doing positive affirmations is one of those things. It is you speaking the positive, and then you begin to declare it. Like, you begin to declare it, and every day, and as you begin to declare those affirmations over yourself, over your children, over your ministry, over your business, and just allow God to begin to shape and mold it into the beautiful masterpiece of his orchestration, right? So let's get ready. It says, are things in your life going as well? Are are things going in your life as you would like them to? This might seem like a somewhat inappropriate question in today's world. How could anyone possibly feel content with so much difficulty in the world? That's understanding. It would be hard enough if you weren't worried about everything from your job and relationships, feeling much less feeling the strain of various injustices around the globe. What if you knew you could find a way to feel better about life? What if you could look forward to every day with a sense of anticipation rather than dread and uncertainty? By using affirmations every day, you can make a positive difference in your life, starting with how you feel about yourself and working your way out. Affirmations can work to change every single area of your life in a positive and uplifting way. To understand this, you first need to know what affirmations are. Simply put, they are short statements designed to be spoken out loud in a confident manner, which helps change how you see yourself in the world around you. This might seem a lot to expect from a series of short statements, but their beauty truly lies in how you construct them. For an affirmation to work, they need to be put together to bring the best results. For an affirmation to start with, they absolutely must be personal to you and your situation, which means making an affirmation yourself is incredibly important. Thankfully, this pretty easy to do following some 5 steps I'm about to give you, which will help build the affirmation and immediately you can put it into action. Number one, know the negative. You can't make any kind of affirmation without a clear understanding of what you don't like about yourself. Sit down and make a list what you feel are your worst qualities. Include here anything other people have said about you, which have stuck with you, true or not. Once you have this, explore the commonality. What links these thoughts or beliefs? For example, you might feel you lack confidence or you're incapable of doing anything right. Number two, restate the positive. This common factor now needs to be written to reflect a more common mindset. What is the converse of what you believe? Taking one of the examples from above, you might write down, I am a confident person. So meaning, right, when we look at first step one, right, it said no to negative, right? So we know the things that people sit up there and negatively say about ourselves. So how about the things that you negatively say about yourself, right? You begin to change the narrative and you write it down. It said, I am confident. I am beautiful. I am fit. I am wonderful. I am loved. You begin to change the narrative. Number three, say it. This next part should be the easiest. Simply says these words out loud several times a day. Try scheduling a particular time to spend on this so you don't forget. And it also helps to build a habit. Also, don't rattle off the words. Think about them as you say them. Reflect on what they mean. You might even try writing them down on paper as you say them. It's interesting to see how your handwriting might change over time as you do this. Make it physical. As you speak the affirmation, feel it in your body. Breathe the words into yourself. Tuck it into your heart and anchor it into the pit of your stomach. Feel it inside of you. Think about what confidence feels like as you say, I am a confident person, and try to pull a confident feeling throughout your body until it becomes part of you. Take it outside. It helps to hear someone else say these words, especially if you're trying to rewire a message from someone else you might have put you down in the past. Ask someone you trust to say those words to you often as you work through this. Now, with the affirmations in hand, let's get to work. Acting on those 5 steps will get you started. Now it's time to supercharge them to get the most out of every word you say. Dig deep. When you're working with affirmations, you need to understand your most profound truth to go far beneath the surface. At first glance, you might think you have a negative thought for one reason, only to find this is only the tip of the iceberg. What you're looking at is something else entirely. Go as deeply as you can for the best possible result. Create SMART goals. Chances are you've heard this acronym before. If you haven't, or it's been a while, the letters stand for specific, measurable, actionable, realistic, and timely. When you're making affirmations, You need to create statements that reflect as many of these aspects as possible to help your focus. Mind your words, whether you realize it or not. Words have a lot of power in them. Just hearing specific phrases can set you up for success or failure. For example, say you feel like you're not very smart. The thought you're trying to change might be, I am stupid. If you say, I'm not stupid, your brain focuses on the negative word stupid and burns it into your subconscious. This strengthens the negative thought instead of being positive as you intended. Creating an affirmation with a positive word, such as I am smart, works much better. Keep it in the now. You should write every affirmation in the present tense. When you think of the future tense, you draw your attention away from the now into a possible someday. This turns your affirmation into more or less useful wish. In contrast, a affirmation in the present tense tells yourself you're already there. It's only a matter of accepting the truth. Talk about yourself. With affirmations, it's good to keep the focus always on yourself. Be sure to use I statements over anything else. Happiness is here. It's not as effective as I am happy, for example. Keep things personal. For sure, there are many affirmations you can find online already written out for your use. Still, it's always better to craft your own when possible. This way, they speak to your specific situation. Connect to emotion. Anytime you can connect a thought to emotion, you will have a better and lasting long response. Instead of I say clever things, try I say clever things and feel pleased when I do. Then when you say it, focus on the emotion you want to link to that affirmation. Be specific. When you're vague in an affirmation, you're leaving way too much to be open to interpretation. Try to become detailed in what you're picturing in your mind, especially in regards to the emotions mentioned previously. Make it catchy. Affirmations should be repeated often. They lose impact if you're always changing what you're trying to say because you forgot the words. If you add a rhyme or make the phrase catchy somehow, you're going to remember it more easy, making it easier to repeat when you need to. Set a schedule. Affirmations only truly work well when you repeat them frequently over many days. The problem is we're only human. We get busy, we have good intentions, but it's easy to forget or to put off doing what you're supposed to. If you put your affirmations a part of your daily routine with a set time on your schedule to say them, you are more likely to stick with them. Slow down. If you say the same thing over and over, after a while, you'll find yourself speeding up the words or worse, not paying attention to what you're saying. The phrases become meaningless and start to do you no good at all. For best results, take your time in speaking your affirmations so you can think about what you're saying. Step cautiously. Sometimes you're going to explore an affirmation that might lead you to painful memories or emotions you're not ready to process. This is normal and part of this process. Don't panic if it happens to you. Simply step back, give yourself time to explore where this thought comes from. It might help to work through the painful memories in pieces, working to affirm it in stages, no matter what. Be patient and allow yourself time to deal with this as much time as you need it. Believe. If you don't believe affirmations are going to work, they won't. It's okay to be skeptical so long as you have an open mind. Allow yourself the possibility of your success. Create and speak your affirmations. And with a little faith, you'll be amazed at the results. Keep it current. The more you do affirmations, the more change you're going to see in your life. This is why it's essential to revisit your affirmations frequently and ask if they're still serving your needs. It might be you're ready to explore a deeper aspect of the same problem or to move in a different direction entirely. Do you? Some people will tell you, should say your affirmations right when you wake up. Others would say the same things, only to do them at night before you go to bed or to stand up when saying them. There's always someone who will have the best way to do things. You need to do what works for you. The important thing is to pick a time when your mind is alert and ready for new information and to be consistent in doing them. Whatever works for you is the right way to do affirmations. When you use affirmations, you have to remember it takes time for them to work their best. You need to be consistent and patient as you go through this process. Once you're mastered them, you're going to see massive changes in your life. Affirmations open you up to all kinds of positive changes, which is what makes them very powerful. So, what do y'all think? Different makers making affirmations that make a difference. If you're not using affirmations in your life now, I pray that you will begin to start. Start using positive affirmations in your life. Start speaking. Speaking, exactly how God sees you. How what God already called for you, honey. Right? You got to begin to really believe in it because we got so much stuff that's going on out here in the neighborhoods and where you live at. Like, there's so much negativity out here. Yeah, it's too much of that, right? So we got to begin to really change the dynamic. Got to begin to speak positive, begin to feel positive, Make sure that you watch the words that you speak over yourself because, life and death is in the power of the tongue, right? So if you have constantly spoken negative things and anger and rage, where do you think like that stuff is going to manifest? And it's not going to manifest in the right spirit. So, no, no, we're not doing it anymore. We're going to begin to watch what we say out of our mouth. We're going to begin to, you know, encourage yourself because not all the times you're going to feel 100%. And I'll tell you, and it's okay. It is okay not to be like 100% all the time. You just can't stay there. And you still have to trust and know that God is still good, regardless of your situation and your experience and what you're going through, honey. God is good. And He has brought you this far. So I pray that this episode has been a blessing to you as well as it is to me. I love sharing positive for the community. That's what we are here for. Ignite Your Destiny Consultant. We are a speaking and coaching firm. We talk about things in reference to life, mental health, business, kingdom building, crisis and trauma. Our goal is what we want to do is provide you with actionable steps, provide you with the tools to help you to become a better version of yourself. So that way, what begins while God is working on the inside, right, and it begins to work on the outside, right, and then as people begin to see that light, see that change in you come out, they gonna want to know what she doing, what he doing, what they doing is what they want to see, right? So then you can tell them. Then you can sell them. And also, too, for my brothers and sisters in Christ, we are a representative of God, right? There are so many things that, you know, that God has called for us to do. And one of those things is too, right? While we walking in the calling and purpose and destiny that He has placed on our lives, right? You do have to work on yourself. You do have to change some things about you. Because you can't say that, you so squeaky clean that you ain't got no areas that you need to be working on. The devil is a liar. Tell the truth and shame the devil. We all got places and areas that we can work on. And even though I have been called by many people, girl, you so innocent, you this and you that and whatever. I'm like, okay, well, you really don't know me, right? But I can say is that I see growth in my life. God has brought me a mighty long way, truly a mighty long way. Because a lot of things from, I did that, been there, done that, all when I was in the younger stages. But still, and, I was a little rough around the edges, and God has still been working on me ever since. But also, too, is your strengths, your weaknesses, what areas that you need to improve in, right? You also have, desires. You also have passions. Some things that you want to do, right? Right. But still, yet, while wanting to do all those things, right, there's a way that you have to present yourself. There's a there's a way that you have to be properly presented before the people. So until next time, you have a blessed day. Be blessed on purpose. If you want to book a consultation for any 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 situation of your choice, in life, business, mental health, kingdom building, um, crisis and trauma, as far as on the coaching arena, go ahead to our website, book a consultation, and we will see if we are a good fit to help you through. And then also too, check us out. Y'all see we on YouTube, y'all see we on Facebook, we on TikTok, we on LinkedIn, we on Twitter, we on Instagram, we on podcasting, we on everywhere. I'm telling you, huh? And this is a God thing right here. All right. So y'all be blessed on purpose. Love y'all.